Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand, the reigning World Junior Champion, up against number 2 seed and All England champion Lee Zii Jia. When we look at the men's singles draw, we can see that the Olympic champion Victor Axelsen, the number 1 seed, he topped Group A, and for a second time in a week he will play against Lakshya Sen, because they both came from Group A. In fact, there was only 2 players left in Group A after the withdrawal of Rasmus Gemka and also the reigning world champion Kento Momota. Bottom half of the draw is the match we are about to watch, and it is Vitidsarn, who ended second of Group B, up against the man who was first in Group B, Lee Zii Jia. So for Lee Zii Jia, he has been in 2 finals from 7 World Tour events this year. For Vitidsarn, 1 final, also from 7 tournaments from the 8 World Tour events staged this year. Well, we should mention, as we wait for the court officials, that Kunlavut Vitidsarn, we need to congratulate him, don't we, Steve? Because he was winner of the 2021 Eddie Chung Most Promising Player Award.
He was. Very deserved, in my opinion.
Yep, and the winner of the Male Player of the Year was Victor Axelsen. You couldn't choose anyone else, could you, after the year he's had?
That was difficult. He could perhaps have chosen Lee Zii Jia. He wasn't nominated for that category, was he? He was for
Most improved
player. And he improved from All England runner-up to All England champion.
No, he was semi-finalist.
Was he yeah, he was semi-finalist.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Last year, to being champion this year, but lost
to Axelsen both years.
Well, no, he beat Axelsen. He's All England
of course.
champion. Pay attention, Steve.
Yeah. Oh.
So our court officials been introduced to the 14 members of the crowd. So first of all, the man who has won the Eddie Chung Most Promising Player Award, that is the 20-year-old Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand. And here the Malaysian, the number 2 seed Lee Zii Jia, making his 2nd consecutive appearance at the end of year championships. Well, he was 4th in his group in the 2020 edition of the World Tour Finals. Lost all 3 matches, but when you hear who he was playing against, which was Cho Tien Chen, Victor Axelsen and Anthony Ginting, that was a group of death in Bangkok earlier this year. So this is the 5th meeting between the 2 players, and as you can see, Lee Zii Jia has the advantage, having won 3 of the previous 4, and the last time they met was on Wednesday in the group stage, 21-15, 21-16 in 51 minutes. Well, Kunlavut Vitidsarn qualified for the World Tour Finals in the last qualifying position. He was number 8 on the list, and as I was telling you earlier in the day, only the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines qualified for the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. He's only 20 years of age. Now, I had him down as being born in Bangkok, but Chonburi is known as the City of Water, or it means City of Water, but we'll have to check that, because I thought he was born in Bangkok. Or maybe Chonburi is part of Bangkok. Is it part of the greater Bangkok region?
I think it might be. I think it might be on the right side of it.
So His results so far in the tournament: on Wednesday he lost to his opponent of today, Lee Zii Jia, and then on Thursday he beat the former world #1 Kidambi Srikanth in 2 straight games, and on Friday, yesterday, he beat TotalEnergies Popov in 3 games. Lee Zii Jia is 23 years of age, born in Al-Astar in Kedah, and he went down 1 place on the world ranking this week, so down from his career high after he had spent 3 weeks as number 7 in the world. Now, only 2 players from Malaysia have reached the men's singles semi-final. A 6-time semi-finalist and better, Lee Chong-wei, and now Lee Zii Jia. All of his matches, as you can see, in straight games. Wednesday against his opponent of today. Thursday he played TotalEnergies Popov, and yesterday played against Kidambi Srikanth. Kidambi Srikanth was the number 3 seed. So he looks to have been in great form, and that's wonderful to see, because he had to retire with a back injury in the final of the event in Saarbrücken. That was the only 500 event this year. So Lee Zii Jia has played all 3 1,000 events, both the 750 events and the only 500 event. Plus he did play the Swiss Open, where he lost in the semi-final stage. So our court officials for this one: Ajendra Rai from India is our umpire, and Hermanamin Ma is the service judge from Iran. So the second man from Malaysia to reach the end of year championship semi-final since the inception of the Super Series and now World Tour. And for Vitidsarn, exactly the same statistic, because he's only the 2nd player from Thailand to reach the men's singles semi-final. The first was Boonsakpon Sana.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he was in the semi-final in 2010, lost to the eventual champion Lee Chong-wei.
Malaysia. And on my left, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, Thailand. Lee Zii Jia to serve. Love all. Love.
So interesting that Vitidsarn, having won the toss, chose that far end of the courts. We think for singles that's the better end, don't we, Steen?
Yeah, because you can play the back court with confidence.
Love.
Well, that's a very sharp start by Lee Zii Jia.
Love. Service over.
Oh, that's a lovely little block from Vitidsarn. First men's singles player, Vitidsarn, to win 3 consecutive World Junior titles. 3rd player in total to win 3 consecutive World Junior titles. And here's the first in men's singles. It's in. That's wide.
it shows something about his talent, what we should have of expectations for him in the future. I guess the two previous is Ratchanok Intanon and Chen Ching Chen, right? That has won 3 consecutive. They've all become world stars,
both become senior
world champions, dominating the World Tour.
Those two players in women's singles and women's doubles, of course.
3-all.
So what makes Vitidsarn so good and such a talent, Steen?
Yeah, I think he's got a really, really good touch, good technical skills, moves well, and he must have been fairly strong physically already as a 15, 16-year-old in order to be able to win the World Championship there against players that could have been 2, 3 years older than him. Where I think he perhaps is lacking a little bit is sort of a clear strategy. Sometimes I get the feeling that he is playing and sort of using his skills, reacting to what's happening, but I honestly haven't seen that many of his matches yet against strong opposition, or I've seen some matches where he's been overmatched a little bit by a couple of matches against Victor Axelsen.
Service over 4-5.
So doesn't command the rallies enough?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Doesn't dictate the pace. Yeah. That's terrific attacking play from Lee Zii Jia. Oh, good block. Good defence. Do you know, he never really got behind that lift. That lift was short, and I don't think he was really in position. I think he's sort of leaning backwards as he played that, instead of hitting really into it. Well, he read it. And made the error.
5.
Yeah, it's a lovely drop.
8-5.
And he had all opportunities there, Vitidsarn.
8 of 10 points. And that's maybe the sort of shot that, having had a back injury, Lee Zii Jia will not relish having to get down low like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful backhand.
Service over 6-8.
And well in.
Service over 9-6.
That's well wide of the mark.
10-6.
It's only been a couple of winners, I think, from Vitidsarn.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's, of his points,
Service
been
over,
errors
7,
from Lee Zii Jia.
10. Service over,
Beautiful block.
11-7 interval.
And a nice way to get to the big game interval. That's a super cross-court block off a smash from Vitidsarn. 4-point advantage. Big game interval.
เขาจะคุมหน้าแรกนี้เพราะฉะนั้นเวลาตีอดทนในการตีในการเขาตีเฉียบมาอยู่ไม่ต้องตั้ง
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Yes, back on board. Eleven, 7, play.
So 11-7. Advantage to Vitidsarn.
Lee.
Ended up flat smash that one. I think it surprised Lee Zii Jia a bit.
Yeah, wasn't happy with himself there. Yeah,
Service over,
that's
8,
nice.
12.
He's a strong mover on courts, Lee Zii Jia.
Yeah, he is. I think his legs is starting to look a little bit like Chen Long's. Really
Service over, 13-8.
solid, strong movements.
Service over, 9-13. Ten, 13.
It was a lovely looking jump smash, wasn't it? Very athletic. Oh,
Oi.
that went over. How on earth did that happen? It seemed to crawl up the net and go over.
11, 14.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. Oh, that's what you call perfection.
Thank you.
So, only 2 points in it now. 5 points adrift just a moment ago. It's going long.
12,
1 point in it.
13.
4 straight points. Good fight back.
Yeah.
Oh, good defence. Vitidsarn was expecting the block. And the lift defence from the Malaysian, very, very effective. There it was. Do you know, I would have
strong arm to get that back.
So back level. What a great recovery. 5 straight points.
Service over 14-13.
That's a good lift. Oh, he's missed it. They both missed it. One missed with his placement, the other missed with his defence, and he was jolly lucky that he did miss. Wasn't trying to leave that, but it was definitely wide.
Thank you.
So, all level once again.
And I sense the momentum is with Lee Zii Jia after trailing. So it's interesting to see the reply from Vitidsarn.
Another one goes long onto the back line.
Service
There's
over
no doubt the
15,
momentum has been with
14.
Lee Zii Jia in the last few rallies prior to that last mistake there. He had won 6 of the last 7 points. Oh, that's a missed opportunity. Strings went in his racket. And that's very, very unlucky for Vitidsarn. Well, over 1,340 rackets strung so far by the stringing team here. There'll be another few to do tonight too.
Yeah. Short.
Service over 16-15.
And again, this high smash. Just a little lower than shoulder height. It's where Zii Jia should return it from.
Missed it.
17-15.
I don't think he feels very confident on court right now, Lee Zii Jia. He's missed some on the side and he's missed a lot on the back court. I don't think he feels he can play with a lot of confidence. I could easily imagine that we see him attacking a bit more here in the next couple of rallies.
Like that, you mean?
Yeah, he played a sort of neutral lift, but that chance he got there was simply too big. So everybody would have attacked on that one. But yeah, to sort of see if he can score this first game here, now that he's so close. But I think he's a little bit afraid to play too close to the lines.
Oh, another error.
Service over 18-16.
It's sort of, we don't see it in the picture, but his antics afterwards, like, he's a little bit unsatisfied with how it goes. What's going wrong as well? Wow.
19-16. Why the court, please? Thank you. Back on board.
Oh, that's going. Oh, I thought that was going long. Took it. Yeah,
Service over 70.
that's a terrific power smash to end the rally.
He's got the best execution there on the top of his shot in the world, Lee Zii Jia, in my opinion. That one, look at the racket, how much work it does. Look at this, the arm doesn't do anything. That's a really, really efficient smash. Powerful and steep. Best combination.
It's gone wide. Another unforced error.
Service over
And it is
20. Game point
3 game
70.
point opportunities to Kunlavut Vitidsarn from Thailand.
Service over
1 game
18.
point well saved by the Malaysian. Missed it. Opening game, 21-18 in favour of Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand. 21-18 in 21 minutes. This is the final rally. And quite simply, too many unforced errors from the Malaysian. And that is the first game that the Malaysian has lost all tournament. 21-18 to Vitidsarn.
dia mainnya ini, dia turun, dia ketuk tengah. Kenapa dia letak tengah? Dia tak mau apa ya? Tak mau quality. Dia sengaja untuk yuk bagi dekat ini supaya yuk tak mampu tebel. Itu ya kalau tahan sedikit, terus lebih berani di situ. Ini fightnya di situ aja, itunya begitu lepas ya, sudah dapat lagi. Itu belum lepas, karena dia belum lepas, dia punya apa? Dia pressure-nya dapat, dia mulai yang mulai sulit. Kamu kan apa yang diaจังหวะปุ๊บคุณสปีดถ้าจะขึ้นคุณสปีดให้อยู่แล้วสายตาไม่มีอะไรถ้าเราต้องbiar dia tekan sedikit, tetap yakin. Semua sudah betul, tangannya menggunakan gol.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Yes, back on court.
So the opening game to Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand.
Second game.
Against the number 2 seed, the All England champion Lee Zii Jia. And the first thing is that if the Malaysian wants to book his place in the final, he's going to have to cut down on his unforced errors.
Service over. 1 love.
I do like the way in the opening games though, and in all the matches I've seen really, Vitidsarn, he doesn't waste energy celebrating a rally or, you know, when he's getting ahead or whatever. He's very quiet, he just gets on with the job.
Yeah, and he doesn't make things more difficult than they are. Very interesting to see if he can keep good length on his shot here, playing with the drift now, Vitidsarn. Or Lee Zii Jia will get some chances on short lifts, short clears.
Oh, he's challenging
Love
here.
Challenges all in.
I think he might win that. What did you think, Steen?
Yeah, it landed just in front of me, and I really don't know. My initial thought was that it landed in, but
he was right there, wasn't he? Here we go. No, it wasn't. It was a good call by the line judge.
1 challenge remaining. Service over. 2, 1. Play.
Attempted clear from Lee Zii Jia came off the frame of his racket. That's why it was so short. That one.
it's a good shot. An accidental winner, you could say, because it wasn't meant to be a winner. It's just meant to play on in the rally with control.
Service over. 3 all.
Another one just wide.
Service over 4-3.
It was the sideline in question. Difficult to see from that angle, but I felt it was wide.
Yeah, it was. It was. He's picking up all these easy points here.
Yeah.
Vitidsarn.
Oh, that's terrific.
6-3.
Absolutely read the return of serve, didn't he?
Yeah. He could have scored had that gone over.
6.
Again, short service return from Lee Zii Jia.
Oh, look at that. That's lovely skill, isn't it?
It is, and it takes some guts. I mean,
Yeah.
There's respect, but not too much respect.
It's going wide.
Yeah.
Service over 5-7.
Again, very, very good shot from Vitidsarn. Neutralizing shot. Doesn't get him in any kind of trouble. He can always play the next one.
What do you mean by neutralizing shot?
It's a shot that it doesn't really, you don't risk anything. It's not in danger of going into the net. It's not in danger of
Just wide.
going wide. He's challenged.
Well, he'll lose that, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, I think so too.
He'll have no challenges left. But to
And-
me, that was just a nice downward shot,
Exactly.
not trying to get a winner.
No, exactly. And I mean, how should Lee Zii Jia make a creative shot from there? That's almost impossible. So that's why he sort of neutralized
No challenge
the
remaining.
control from his opponent.
Okay.
Service over 6.
We see in women's singles, we see Chen Yufei make numbers of these shots, and they're highly efficient, especially when you're playing an attacking player.
So, as we suspected, no challenges left for Vitidsarn here in this second game. Brilliant.
7-8. All.
That was a cheap point for the Malaysian,
It was.
wasn't it?
Another one.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's lost a little bit of focus last 4 or 5 rallies.
I just wonder if this is the turning of the tide.
Yeah.
Service over 9-all. Service over 10.
They're both
9.
really struggling from this near side of the court with their lifts. Both making numerous errors. Obviously, Lee Zii Jia in the opening game. Oh, that's sweet.
11,
Nice shot.
9 interval.
And 11-9, the advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second, and the advantage with the number 2 seed, Lee Zii Jia. Yeah, look at that. He was there early. He had so many options.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Let's return to the chair. Yes, back on court. Eleven, 9, play.
So 6 of the last 7 points for Lee Zii Jia. Is this a real shift in momentum? Oh dear, error.
Service over 10, 11.
Another unforced error.
All.
He's really feeding off Lee Zii Jia's errors. Is Vitidsarn. Good shot.
Yeah, very good backhand smash. Oh yes. Well, well, well. 4 points
11,
since the mid-game interval, and all 4 points to Vitidsarn.
Thank you. Back on court.
He was off balance when he tried to play that.
Service over 12, 13.
Good touch at the net.
Service over 14, 12.
You know, it's difficult for us here from a position to see how close the net shots are.
Service over 13, 14.
I'm now thinking that the mid-game interval came at precisely the wrong time for the Malaysian.
Yeah.
He'd won 6 of the previous 7 points, and there's a simple error again.
Service
It's
over
very
15,
unlike
14.
Lee Zii Jia, all
Yeah.
these errors.
But he's not felt comfortable From very early in the first game, he didn't really feel that he could find the lines, I suspect. Good shot.
Service over, 14-15. Service over, 16-14.
I think Vitidsarn has quite a good anticipation ability. It's very rarely we see him in trouble more than one shot at a time. He sort of senses what is going on next, what is it the opponent is trying to do, and is willing to take the chance. Slipped a little bit there.
Service over, 15-16. Wipe the court, please. No? Just shoot, that way. Thank you. Back on board.
So we're entering a very important phase of this game.
All.
Way long.
Service over, 17.
And his reaction
16.
after the
Lee Zii
rally, Lee Zii Jia,
Return the shuttle.
an indication, I think, of his frustration at himself.
Yeah, he's having a tough day at the office.
He is, isn't he?
But if he manages to save the second game, then he's in it with just a good chance to win it as his opponent. But
Yeah.
18.
might be slipping away.
This is here.
Another unforced error at the net, this time on the return of serve. Fabulous cross-court smash from Lee Zii Jia.
18.
Round the head. Just watch, his body seems to be sort of almost contorted as he plays this final smash. Look at that!
Yeah.
Incredible. Wow!
But he's got that short trigger where
Thank you.
he's only got to have his arm in position, then his racket can do the rest. It's such a dangerous attack he's got, Lee Zii Jia.
Yeah, good smash. But he had the opportunity because of the short lift.
19,
The short lift had
17.
been forced by the net shot from Vitidsarn. So 2-point advantage and 2 points away from beating the number 2 seed in 2 straight games. got it back. That is fantastic defence from Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
Match point 17.
And that wonderful save brings up 3 match point opportunities. Not this
Service
time.
over 18-20. Get ready to cook up.
Missed it.
Game.
And Kunlavut Vitidsarn books his place in the final. 21-18, 21-18. His victory over the number 2 seed Lee Zii
Match
Jia
won by
of Malaysia.
Kunlavut Vitidsarn 21-18, 21-18.
Umpire just confirming that scoreline, 44 minutes, and the release of emotion at the end of the match from the 20-year-old Thai player. And he becomes the first player from his country through to a singles final at the end of year championships. Men's or women's. No Thai player has been in the final of the women's singles. He has created his own little bit of history today. 21-18, 21-18. Vitidsarn through to the men's singles final. So next up is the second of our men's doubles, and it features the world number ones, Marcus Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamolio, winners of the end of year championships in 2017. They're up against the Olympic champions Li Yang and Wan Chilin. So welcome back to Bali and the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. Well, it's the second session of semi-finals day, and it started at 5 o'clock with Pusala Venkata Sindhu, the former champion. In fact, it was the